I am prepared to admit that I am in tears over Gaza every morning when I wake up, because I'm only 80 years old. I have never experienced the genocide of a whole people in front of my eyes happening every day. The calumny.
Well, you have. Well, with respect, you have. You were born in World War II when there was an actual genocide of Jewish people by the Nazis.
I was that big.
What?
I was that big. I didn't witness
you were alive,
that.
is my point.
Well, but I wasn't talking about being alive. I'm saying I never witnessed it. You can't witness something.
Yeah, but 6 million Jews were killed by the Nazis.
You cannot witness something. Well, I'm not saying they weren't. Right. And was that a disgusting, awful crime? Yeah, it was. Just like this one is a disgusting, awful crime.
But my question for you...
There's no difference.
But Roger, my question for you is this. Yeah. When you say that you need to have the whole world saying, we're very sorry, we got it wrong, we're now leaving, go back to Eastern Europe or the United States or wherever you came from. Yes. Do you understand how Israelis feel when they hear that?
Well, it depends which Israelis they are. And frankly, the fact is that something has to be... Or would you suggest, no, let's just let them kill all the Palestinians? Why don't we just let them
I believe
kill
there should
them?
be a two-state solution.
Well, that's not going to happen, but I don't want to argue with you about
But nor is your plan. You're not going to have 7 million Israelis being sent back to Europe or the United States.
But you know what? Let me speak on behalf of we, the people of the world, because we, the people of the world, whatever the...
But you don't speak for the whole world, do you?
For God's sake.
Well, come on, Roger. We have a civilised conversation.
No, you can't have a civilised conversation with somebody who constantly interrupts.
OK. Nor can you speak unfettered without me correcting some of the things you're saying or challenging you. You accept that?
I was about to say something, and you're doing it again.
My apologies.
I accept your apology.
Thank you.
Please don't do it again, Piers. Right. Most of the people of the world do not want the Israelis to continue in their inexorable course to the end of their extermination of the indigenous people of Palestine. That's all I'm saying. So something has to happen that is not that.
I understand that, that you and many people share your view that they believe that Israel is perpetrating a genocide on Gaza. And you talk about wanting to eliminate the people of Gaza. But surely that clip that I played, when you talk about the Israelis having to go back to where they come from...
if they could apologise for what they do... Obviously...
No, but Roger, let me ask a question.
OK.
On that point of wherever you come from, back to Eastern Europe, wherever you come from, to tell 7 million people to go back where they come from, many people would view that as racist, and in the case of Israelis, to be anti-Semitic, something you've been accused of being. Now, do you understand why they would take it that way?
Absolutely, of course I do. We have to remember that most of the population of Israel are young, much younger than me, even younger than you, if such a thing was possible. And they have been pretty well brainwashed into believing that they are superior to the other people who live there. And I have to say, the thing about Eastern Europe or Northeastern Europe and the United States, they've tried to sell us this idea that somehow they are biblical people and that God has given them the land. That's what the Christian evangelicals believe.
Well, look,
all I'm saying is that they're not indigenous people, most of them. There are a few of the Jewish people who are citizens of Israel who are indigenous to the area. But back in the 19th century, that was only 7 or 8% of the population.
Can I respond?